Hi, welcome to my channel. In this episode, we're going to talk about meditation pose, time, and duration. Before we unpack, I just want to share if you haven't watched the first episode of Spiritual Journey, I would suggest to take a look at it as it lays the core foundation on which we're going to build upon. I have the link for the first episode in the description below. Please check it out. With that, let's unpack on a meditative pose, right? I'm sure you might be scrolling through online or watching videos, and most common pose is cross-legged with your back straight, right, and hands either closer to the knees, or it could also be at the center on your ankle, or resting on the ankle while you sit in this posture. The reason why this is most common posture due to flow of energy within our body, there are several points when you sit in this posture, the flow of energy from the lower back to the top of your head, right? It helps to clearly flow. Again, as I mentioned in my first episode, right, this is the step 2. So what I would say is when you're starting the meditation or in the initial stages, it truly doesn't matter whether you sit in this posture. The important stuff is you start to meditate, right? Start to understand how you operate, basically understand your mind, right? What are the things or what are the thoughts which occupies you, and that's the key, right? So with that in mind, right, you truly don't need to worry about posture when you start. It's good if you can start with this posture. If not, that's still okay. Again, when I started initially, right, through my journey 7 years ago, I did start with this posture. And I will share a few things, right, with this posture, what you want to watch in another video. But you can also sit just on a chair, sofa, whichever you're comfortable. That's the key to start with. With that, let's talk about the time when to meditate. So when I started meditating, right, I did do some research around, hey, when do people quite often meditate, right? And then most of the seasoned folks, they tend to meditate in the morning. But when I started my journey long back, right, I felt more comfortable starting in the end of the day. So once everything is done, right, before going to sleep. Again, the reason for that, right, I was not a morning person. Again, this was 7 years ago, right? However, over course of time, that has changed. Again, we'll share, right, how I was able to transition from a night meditator to a early morning meditator. But the key thing is to start to meditate, right, in a posture and the time you're comfortable with. With that, right, let's talk about duration of meditation, right? When I initially started, right, I was meditating literally few minutes and then falling off to sleep. This is again one of the common thing when people are starting to meditate, right? So again, it goes back to the posture. As I said, we'll share how do you have your posture right, where you can have right optimal meditation. So with that, right, the posture doesn't matter. Start with whatever you're comfortable. The time of the day when you want to meditate, again, doesn't matter. Start at the time when you can meditate, and then even duration, right, it doesn't matter. Start. So that's the first thing to do, and everything else can be built upon. With that, if you like this content, please subscribe and like and share it with others. Talk to you on next video. Thanks. Bye.